Hey there, this is Wake Angel 2001, and this is a Pokemon related video. I have accomplished something that I've been trying to do for the past couple of weeks. Well, something that I always kind of wanted since I found out it was a thing, but I finally caught the coveted shiny female Salandit. Yeah, look at it, it's right here. Check her out. I mean, it's a screen, so it's kind of hard to see, but there she goes. Yep, she's a female, she's shiny, and she has a timid nature, and check out her, and hold on, let me get her into a box so I can show you her fours, because they are amazing. She has outstanding potential. Like, that was a complete coincidence. But yeah, given how Salandit is a Pokemon which is like only 12% female, encountering a shiny one in the wild, which is female, is incredibly difficult to do. I calculated the odds at like 1 in 40 million or something like that. I don't know, something like that. So that's distracting. So there are ways to increase your chances of finding shinies and finding female Pokemon, and that's what this video is going to be about. Because I know like some of you might really want a female Salazzle, because Salazzle is one of the coolest looking shinies there is. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do here. All right, so what you need is, okay, you don't need this, but it helps, a complete Pokedex in Sun or Moon with all 301 Pokemon, because then you can talk to a guy in the Game Freak Tower and he'll give you the shiny charm, which increases your odds of encountering shiny Pokemon. I believe it triples it. So in the wild alone, this goes from finding a 1 in 4,000 chance all the way down to a 1 in 1,300 chance. And it can stack with other methods that increase your odds of finding shinies. So like, for example, the Matsuda method, breeding foreign Pokemon with your own Pokemon, increases your chances of getting shinies that way by a factor of 6. So add the shiny charm to that, and it increases it by a factor of 18, giving you a 1 in 200 shot. I've used this method to get quite a few shinies, but it wouldn't really work for Salandit because you can't affect the gender of Pokemon you hatch. So you would be way more likely to hatch a male Salandit that's shiny. So it would take way too long, or you have to be extremely lucky to hatch a female Salandit that's shiny. So this is where I want to thank Zeustafox from DeviantArt, because he told me about this method. What you need is a male Pokemon with the Cute Charm ability. Cute Charm allows your Pokemon to give you a 2/3 chance of attracting a Pokemon of a different gender. So this massively increases your odds of finding female Salandits from only 12% all the way up to 66%. That's amazing. It's a huge boost. The second thing you need is a Pokemon with a false swipe attack. Now, in my case, I used a Clefable, and Clefable can't learn false swipe, so I had to team him up with another Pokemon. In my case, I used a Gallade, but there's plenty of Pokemon that naturally learn false swipe, and there's a TM for it. So you can use a Marowak or a Scyther who naturally learns false swipe, or if you have the false swipe TM, you can give it to any Pokemon. Ideally, you would find a Pokemon that has a Cute Charm ability and can use False Swipe, but I'm not sure if they do that, so I had to team them up. And then the next thing you need are specific berries. The simplest thing is that you need a butt ton of Leppa berries and Lum berries. Leppa berries are the ones that restore the PP of your Pokemon's attacks, and Lum berries are the ones that can cure status ailments. You need these two things because you're going to be in for a long fight, and the Pokemon you're hunting, Salandit, can inflict 2 status conditions. It can burn or poison your Pokemon. So having a whole bunch of Leppa berries and Lum berries is important. And the last thing you need is an Adrenaline Orb. This makes the Pokemon call for help more often. So that being said, let me show you my method. Okay, so here's my party setup. You see my male Clefairy right there in the lead. You have to put your Cute Charm Pokemon in the lead. That's how it attracts female Pokemon. Otherwise, the technique won't work. And there's his backup, Gallade. And you want them to both be relatively high level, too. Because if the Pokemon's too low level, then it won't be able to, you know, like, you know, it might get knocked out. Holy crap, that's the wrong Clefairy. Oh, I see what I did there. I didn't use the... Ah, darn it. But yeah, this is the setup. That Pokemon does have Q-Charm, so this technically would work, but hold on a second. Okay, so here's the Clefable that I used to capture my shiny Salandit. As you can see, he's relatively high level, although to be fair, he was only level 29 when I started. The SOS Battle chain took so long that he actually gained 10 levels during it. That's how long this method took. But still, it's their best shot. So as you can see, he has a cute charm ability, and I gave him Psychic. There's a TM for Psychic that Clefable can learn, so that he will be able to easily one-shot any of the Salandits that attack, because Salandit's a poison type and Psychic can take it out nice and quick. Of course, any powerful Psychic attack you have a TM for could work, so Psyshock or whatever. I just picked Psychic because I'm easily familiar with it. And then... yeah, there's my Gallade. Like I said, any Pokemon that has False Swipe can do this, because I know you can't actually catch Gallade in Moon. So, like Marowak, you can catch Cubone right in the same area you can catch Salandits, and Marowak learns False Swipe. So just catch a Cubone, level it up until it learns False Swipe, there you go. Alright, so, here's how the battle actually would go. Okay, so here we go. I have encountered a Salandit, and hey, it happened to be female, so Q-Charm is doing its job. Okay, so here's how the battle actually goes. First thing I do is I swap out to the Pokemon that has False Swipe, Gallade, right here. Like I said, this is only because Clefable can't learn False Swipe. If you have a Pokemon that has the Q-Charm ability and can also learn False Swipe, then hey, there you go. You don't need to do anything else. Alright, so yeah, these things are going to know... also, it's good for it to be a Fairy type because its most powerful attack at this level is going to be Dragon's Rage, and Fairy type Pokemon like Clefable are immune to that, so its most powerful attack is rendered useless. Alright, so you give it a good old False Swipe attack to reduce its HP. You gotta do this because I have found that Pokemon don't call for help if their HP is full. They have to be wounded in order to call for help. At least they call for help a lot more often. Now that Salandit's injured, we bring Clefable back in. So, again, this is just to get the Pokemon that has Q-Charm back at the front of the party, because that will make any Pokemon that occur in this fight be female. And this is why you need it to be a relatively powerful Pokemon too. And this is what you need the Lumberries for. Alright, so... yeah, because now the Pokemon's poisoned. Oh, look at that, it called for help. But you can't always count on it to do that, and sometimes this help won't appear. So, this is where you come in with the next thing that you're going to need. Wait, did I mention this? Well, you're going to need an Adrenaline Orb. Adrenaline Orbs, when used in the wild, increase the odds of your opponent Pokemon calling for help. So, there. The stage is set. The Q-Charm Pokemon is in front. The Salandit is injured, and it's nervous. So, it's pretty much going to call for help almost every turn now. And all you gotta do is keep this chain going. So, and like I said, in between, if your Pokemon gets a status effect, that's what you reach for the Lumberries for. Make sure you have lots of tasty Lumberries, because if your Pokemon gets poisoned or burned, then it won't be able to endure this long fight. And here's the thing. There, you actually get a mathematical boost for catching shinies the longer you can keep this fight going. So this is only the first Pokemon to come in from the call, so its odds of being shiny are exceptionally low. But but you see, that Pokemon's not shiny, so it's useless to us. So I use a nice Psychic attack to one-shot it away from the field. That way, the Pokemon will want to call for help again. So, the longer you keep this going, the more likely you are to find shinies. If, I believe it keeps on going until at 31. If this thing calls for 31 support Pokemon, the odds of finding a shiny, if you also stack it with the shiny charm, goes down to all the way to 1 in 100. That's 1%. that's about the same odds of finding a Kangaskhan in this area of grass. That's really cool. So you just keep, so right now you basically seen what I did for basically 5 hours. Yeah, that's my secret. I kept this kind of thing going for 5 hours, and I actually got 2 shiny Salandits in that fight. The first one was a male shiny Salandit, and it's the first time I ever willingly KO'd a shiny Pokemon. I did this because I would have had to start over from the beginning had I started another SOS chain. But about 10 Salandits after that, I got another shiny, and it was female, the one that I showed you before. So yeah, just keep this chain going. You won't really have a decent chance of getting your shiny until it's called for help 31 times. But yeah, just do what I do. Oh, by the way, this Pokemon also knows Moonlight, a healing ability. So if it gets wounded, it can heal its HP damage. So an attack to one-shot, an attack to heal itself, an attack to get your opponent down to low HP without knocking it out, and an Adrenaline Orb, and plenty of Pecha Berries and Lum Berries. Lum Berries to cure any status elements that it might get, and oh, I'm sorry, not Pecha Berries, Leppa Berries. Leppa Berries restore the Pokemon's PP. So, like, it's going to use up its Psychic and Moonlight attacks a few times over the course of this battle. The last thing you need to know is every now and then you're going to want to swap out. So, like the sound that you're fighting has a limited number of PP, and if it uses up all of its attacks, it's going to struggle. And if it struggles with only 1 HP, it's going to knock itself out. So after it's used a couple dozen attacks, you want to switch over to its SOS Pokemon, get your False Swipe Pokemon out again, False Swipe it down to 1 HP, and then knock out the original one. And then the same, you don't need to use any other Adrenaline Orbs because it'll be under the same effect. It'll keep on calling for help no matter what. And if you just keep at it, you will eventually get the shiny that you seek. Alright, this is Wake Angel 2001, and I hope this tutorial has been useful to somebody.